As President-elect Joe Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris celebrated their projected victory Saturday night, TV networks focused on a rare moment of joy in a troubled year. Although Biden and Harris took center stage during short remarks, at least for politicians, from a parking lot podium, President Trump had a prominent spot in the post-speech network analysis as correspondents noted the contrasting styles. CBS correspondent John Dickerson brought up Biden's reference to the arc of the moral universe bending toward justice, a phrase used by President Barack Obama and Martin Luther King Jr. This is what speech-making sounds like, and President Trump just isn't spoken like this, he said. Words can't do everything in a presidency, but they can do a lot. On MSNBC, Nicole Wallace noticed the gathering of the Biden and Harris families on the podium and how they contrasted with Trump and his family. You cannot look at these two families and not see a starkly different picture from the current first family. And whether that's preferable or not is up to everyone else to make an assessment, she said. This is a real American moment, and it is a change, not a partisan observation necessarily. But this is very different from what we have become accustomed to over the past 4 years. On Fox News, political anchors Brett Baier and Martha MacCallum said Biden appeared to be trying to lower the country's political temperature in his 15-minute speech. Biden gave a speech where he really hit mostly on unity, Baier said, just after the speech concluded. MacCallum noted Biden had paraphrased President Obama's words about the country not being red states or blue states but the United States. She pointed out a number of biblical references, including one from Ecclesiastes, a time to heal. Although the remarks were scheduled to begin at 8 EST, Harris did not take the microphone for her 10-minute speech until 8:28, leaving anchors plenty of time to set the scene. Networks commented on the joyous mood of the cheering, flag-waving crowd at the gathering in a Wilmington, Delaware, parking lot. As Prince's Let's Go Crazy played at the celebration, masks were in vogue among attendees, commentators noted, even if social distancing appeared to have broken down to a fair degree at the outdoor celebration. You see those supporters in masks. As Joe Biden was throughout the campaign, ABC political anchor George Stephanopoulos said before the Biden and Harris remarks. But they're not masking the joy that has been missing from the campaign trail this year. CBS This Morning anchor Gayle King noted an unbridled exuberance that seemed to pop up in street celebrations and parades around the country since the networks called the election for the Democratic nominee late Saturday morning. She called it a nationwide block party and said she hadn't seen people in New York this happy since the Yankees championship. The joy is palpable out there. Of course, not all Americans felt that way, and Fox News, whose audience includes many Trump supporters, struck a more muted tone. Anchor Baier noted that this remains a divided nation and that there are other emotions tonight: anger, a push to continue the fight. Fellow anchor MacCallum referenced strong feelings of both Biden and Trump supporters. For everybody who's on the winning side, they should take a moment and think about how they felt when they were on the losing side.